garden, the community pot. I have my handy dandy tool, and I am planting up some of these plants. This garden is actually not very far at all from my home, which is totally awesome. Some of the community gardens that I have a glove and I don't wear it ever, but some of the community gardens that I have are farther away, which isn't very helpful, but I love gardening, so you do what you gotta do. Here is a San Marzano. I kind of wanted to keep this one at home, but there is no space, so here we are. What the heck? So yeah, it's been a minute since I've been up here, and I can tell that the weeds from the rain have been really coming and established themselves. So yeah, I planted so far 3 tomatoes, and now I will work on some of these other plants. This is the compost dump that we just got, and it's looking mighty great, so I'm gonna top dress all of my beds with this compost, and we will be off to the races with healthy plants. They have rain barrel set up so we can get water from the rain, which I'm hoping, that's them right over there. I'm hoping, oh, look at our buds. Our baby buds are starting to turn the gorgeous colors that they need to be. This is my mulberry tree. But anyhow, here is, oh, sorry, I get distracted by plants. Baby mulberries, some motherwort right there, good for the heart, and grapevines. The grapevine leaves have over 70% of your vitamin K that you need. So anyhow, back to business. Here are the watering big old jugs, and there is water in them, so that'll be really good for them.
The mini sky, the White Cliff painting?
Mm-hmm.
It's on the top, yeah.
Hi friends. I am having lunch. I always love to get this amazing, beautiful Caesar salad from our little local Italian shop. It's amazing. Homemade salad dressing, whatever it is. I don't know if it's the anchovies or what it is, the lemon, whatever it is. It's my favorite of the whole city. Like, I went in search of Caesar salads. They are my jam, but this Caesar salad, I can't even begin to tell you. I want to take a bite, but then I won't be able to talk. So that's how good it is. I didn't want to. Anyways, let's get back to why I came on to say a video. Sorry, let me get my my iced tea out of here. I came on today to chat about some things that are going on in the garden, and I will show you as well. But you know, the first day that I shared that the girls, the bunny girls, got out, ate some cabbage, had themselves a grand old time, okay? Then I shored up around their hutch. Life was grand again. The next morning, my dogs were barking, and I'm like, why are all the dogs going crazy? And I look out, and Rucife and his son are out there eating my mint. Now, thankfully, my mint is along the fence line in pots, my orange mint and my mojito mint. But my chocolate mint is closer to the ground. And Rucife, the father, ate it all to the nub. Thankfully, we all know how mint grows. If you don't know, mint grows back very fast. So that'll be fine. What I wanted to talk about is that he did also get some more of around my cabbage, and I noticed that there was bug damage as well. So this is my first year really growing cabbage. I did grow some cabbage previous years, which it did fine. this year I did notice some bug damage, and I'm like, oh great. Is it what, what's happening here? What kind of methods and tricks do I need to do around my cabbage? And so if you have any tips or tricks, please let me know. Send them my way. Put them in the comments, because I noticed all these little holes in my cabbage, and I'm like, okay, one of my relatives said, oh, you put a little bit of Dawn dish soap with some water, maybe some spearmint. I think she said lemongrass oil or something. I've tried that and that did not work before. So now I'm like, okay, I need to Google or ask for advice, more advice. So, anyways, I'm dealing with that. Okay. And then I have all of these open spaces now. You've probably seen this in a previous video. I did go to this plant sale. The plant sale, it was their last day. It was 40% off. And so I got a whole bunch of tomatoes and I'm going to plop them in there gratefully. And then now we're getting into the garden season where I'm doing community gardening, and that's native perennials that we as Indigenous people use for medicine. And so I usually start them plant babies. I have a lot of them, and I started milkweed, all kinds of medicinals, blue vervain, echinacea or purple coneflower we use for medicine, Wakpewish stemna, but I also did get some of them from the plant sale. And so I'm going to take you along to put them babies in the ground and, harvesting them and all of that. We will do all of that together. But I mainly wanted to come on today and share that garden season, I've been talking to people and they're like, wait, your garden is way further along than mine. Now, I broke the rules this year, and that is because my family has kept a moon journal for a long time. And my elders, we were chatting and they were like, this year is going to be a little bit different. It's going to get hot very fast. And then she's going to try to cool down very fast, but then she's going to spring right back onto hot. And it's just, when I say she, I'm talking about Mother Earth. We look at her as an elder, as a grandmother. And so I always say her. But I know that might not be, that might be new to some people. And so I know she's changing, right? And she's changing because we as humans did that. We're to blame for that. But recently I've showed videos and some of my friends and family watch and they're like, wait a minute, we haven't even put in our, our cucumber or our beans. That's fine. Don't do as I do. You do what feels good to your heart. And my methods are changing because my elders prophesized or visioned that change. And so I'm trying to, see, we're experimenting, right? All the time as humans, we experiment. But I just wanted to be able to write in my moon journal, like, okay, this is what I was told by the elders, and this is what I'm going to do. And I started early, and I get to see now what plants did better earlier this year and what plants still kind of had a little bit of struggle. Nevertheless, my garden is full throttle right now. And I know a lot of my relatives and friends haven't even started most of their garden, where my peas are flowering, and now I have peas, but you'll see that on the garden tour, which will be sometime next week. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say, I have methods around why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I like to experiment as well. And I always invite people to do their own experiments when they're gardening. But that is why I started early here in Minnesota. So don't be alarmed when you see, or don't feel a type of way when you see certain gardens look way more flourished or established, right? Everybody grows at their own rate and their own pace, and soil makes a difference, and how you tend to your garden makes a difference, and you don't know if that person is putting enhancers, fertilizers, what they're doing, right? We don't use a lot of that stuff, and so I just try to keep it as natural as possible. I want Mother Earth to grow how Mother Earth wants to grow. I'm just there to assist in any way I can and not overpower her with anything that could be harmful to her. So that's all. That's all I wanted to say. But I'm really excited for the next June garden tour, so you can see what's rocking and rolling in the backyard. Okay, I gotta go. The salad is calling my name. See ya.